Alright. Hello, people. I am going to be doing the Little Nightmares Hearts of the Core achievement run, which basically means I have to beat the game in under an hour without dying once. I've gotten this achievement, I want to say at least 3 or 4 times before, but I haven't done it on PC, I've only done it on console. I'm using a controller for this run because I cannot play with keyboard and mouse. It's just really hard for me, and I've already got the muscle memory down for controller. So, yeah. I'm actually gonna wear a mask because I unlocked some. I'll wear this one, I suppose. And I'll be giving some, like, tips and stuff on how to do this run yourself if you want to try it. I tried to do a run before, but my PC crashed, so I am restarting this recording. And this is my first attempt of the day doing this, so let's hope I can just get it done with so that I can move on with other things. Not that I have anything of importance to be doing at like 3 in the morning right now. Yeah, I don't really know how else to break the silence while this long cutscene plays. Oh wait, I just remembered you can restart from checkpoint once the cutscene plays because it doesn't actually count as a death until you spawn on the suitcase there. Alright. I haven't done a run like this in a while, so I might be a bit rusty. I did play the game normally today, and I tried to do some of my speedrun strats. And I needed some practice with them. I wasn't doing so great, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I beat the game in under an hour while I was playing on a normal run, while I was looking for collectibles and stuff, so I don't think this is going to be too hard for time management. I did die a couple times though, so maybe I should be careful for that. Also, I remember this game has a stamina meter, unlike the other Little Nightmares games, so that's why I think this is the most fun game to speedrun, because you have to manage your stamina. As you can see, she kind of dips her head down when she's running low. Alright, first little skip here. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta wait for my stamina to recover for this part. I think it's good. I'm running this plank and... Don't step on the ink there, I think that slows you down. I wish I had like a timer, a speedrun timer. I forgot to install that before I set up my OBS, or after I set up my OBS, but it's too late for that now. I don't feel like restarting again. Just trust the process, I suppose. By the way, sorry if some of the parts are boring. This is going to be an uncut video because I want to prove my legitimacy. So I apologize if I stop talking for certain periods of time and nothing interesting really happens. I forget what parts of this run are like really hard. I remember the guest bar part, we have to run across the table, is a little stressful because you're so close to the end. That's like the only real hard part left. But I remember the chefs have some pretty tricky sections when you get into their chapter. Remember this part is that you can actually jump across here, and if you're quick enough, which I was not, I don't think, you can actually see the gnome just straight up evaporate out of existence, kind of like my father when I was born. Okay. I'm low on stamina, but it's fine because we're going to be doing an action here, so I'll regain it while I'm doing this. Jump. I don't think you need the slide here. Yeah, you don't. Okay, cool. This game really brings me back. Like, I remember Little Nightmares was probably my favorite video game series of all time until Little Nightmares 3 came out, and I lost hope that the series would ever be good again. Little Nightmares 3 was a huge disappointment. I don't really care if you agree or disagree with me, like at all, so don't bother, like, complaining to me in the comments about how my opinion is trash or whatever, because I don't care. And I don't feel like having useless internet argument. Oh, come on, I was right there. Oh, you can still go there. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, this part I usually like to regain my stamina just a bit because we're coming up to the part with the security eye thing. This isn't really a speedrun skip because I feel like, I mean it is, but like, I don't know, I feel like anyone can do this where you just kind of walk back here instead of, you know, waiting. Just like that, you've made it across. Alright, and then there's a part coming up here, I remember, that you can just completely save a bunch of time on, because when we enter this door, it wants you to hide under the bed. You're not at the point that you know the janitor's blind yet. And as soon as he opens the door, you just kind of spam jump, and then you land on the carpet, and then you jump here so he doesn't hear the wooden boards. And you can make it across without him even hearing you, unless, you know, you do something stupid like I just did. Oh wait, no, he still didn't hear me, never mind. I thought the blocks got pushed over for some reason. Alright, now this next part, I've never been consistent at this, but I'm gonna try it. See what I can do. I'm trying to skip the hunger part, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did it. Okay, I did the first one. Let's see if I can do the second. I did it! Oh my god, wow. I'm actually surprised that I was able to do that. And now we wait for this guy to throw us some food. That's actually kind of crazy that I did that first try, because back when I used to be, like, better at doing the speedrun skips, I could not do it that part consistently, and I like never figured out the right method. I tried to come up with my own strategies, but they didn't work that much. They only work sometimes. Also, one thing I should mention, I don't know if it's gonna capture the achievement from Steam appearing on screen, because I don't know if I turn on the right settings or not. I don't know. This is like my first time using OBS ever, so I apologize if there are a bunch of errors and shit and I made mistakes. I'd be happy to do it again with changed settings I'd be happy to do this run again with changed settings to make it appear as if I want. What am I even saying, bro? You can't get an achievement twice. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay. And then click, and then we run, jump, and then you can start climbing. And you can actually jump pretty early here, and you don't have to grab onto the ledge, so that's nice. This part, drag it out just a little bit, drag it out just a little bit, jump, and make sure you hold this all the way. Sometimes if you don't, the light won't turn off and you have to climb that again. Alright, I've never been consistent at this part either, so let's try it. Yeah, I like get scared. There we go. Alright, did that first try. Hell yeah. And then the leeches are gonna be here. Oh my god. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know, the leeches kind of freak me out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know they're just like an animal that exists in real life, but they still kind of freak me out in the game. Okay, it's actually really good RNG that the eye looked this way and the cart's all the way over there, because then we can just kind of go to the back. Because it's random where the eye is gonna look first, I'm pretty sure, and where the cart's gonna be first, so I am quite glad that left is on my side there. Okay. Jump here. And then we can just kind of spam jump until we reach the door, and that's chapter 1 done. I'm pretty sure I remember the optimal time for me personally was I want to say like 10 minutes, or not, between 9 minutes and 10 minutes to get past chapter 1. I don't remember that well. Now we climb the staircase of doom. Sorry, the staircase is of, or I guess it's just, is it one? Is the staircase just like one specific set of stairs, or is it like the whole thing you have to climb? I don't remember how that works. Remember, there's a little strategy I can do here. Instead of dragging that suitcase, I can just climb up here. And then go in the sink, find this jump, wrap around, and bim. There's a picture of the janitor, my favorite monster in the Little Nightmares series. I don't know why, I love the janitor so much. He's been my favorite monster since even before Little Nightmares 2 came out. Because I've been a fan of this game since maybe like around the... Oh my god, let me in, please. Let me in, please. Let me in, please. Thank you. I've been a fan of this game since like around the time Very Little Nightmares released. And... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And my first experience with this game was I watched Markiplier just play through of it. My friend wanted me to watch it, and we didn't have anything better to watch, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. And I immediately fell in love with the series. So, remember, I didn't watch episode 1 of Markiplier's playthrough first, I watched episode 2 first. So the janitor was the first monster I ever saw that could, like, chase you and stuff. Even though the leashes are the first enemies you actually encounter. Let me see if I remember. I don't remember this one here. No, okay, yeah, I didn't do it. But yeah, Little Nightmares 1. I never played it until when I got my PS4 in 2020. No. I played Little Nightmares... Hold on, I'm trying to remember. No, I got my PS4 in 2021 because I remember Little Nightmares 2 released that year, right? I think it did. Yeah, it did. But I actually bought the game on my cousin's Xbox One. I bought the first 2 games. Enjoyed them quite a bit. And then Little Nightmares 2, I had no idea it was coming out until it actually came out, and I decided to watch a full video of the gameplay on YouTube. I spent all night that night just watching like a 4-hour long playthrough of the game, and I don't think I took any breaks at all. Like, I just sat there the whole 4 hours and watched it because I was really excited. Let me tell you, Little Nightmares 2 is a fucking masterpiece. Oh my goodness. That game is just like next level. I will admit, I think every major monster in Little Nightmares 2 is really good. It's like definitely my top. They're all in my top 5 for sure. But except maybe Monster 6. But oh shit. I still think the janitor is always going to be my favorite because I don't know. There's just something about the janitor I just really love. I can't really place my tongue, foot. I don't remember what the correct body part is for that expression. Whatever. I thought I was dead there, so good thing I'm not. Speaking of the janitor, ooh, I might have screwed that up. No, I didn't. Okay, never mind. What the fuck did you hear me? Once he roars, that's when you can start running. Go here. Gary shoe. You don't actually have to hoist yourself up on that suitcase, you can just jump over it. And it automatically does it for you. Alright, this part is not really that bad. You just gotta play it how you... Oh, that was a terrible jump. I don't think it matters though, because he spawns like right as I pass that whole area. It's fine. Don't mess up any of the other ones. Go here. You just play this part normally, except... Oh shit! Oh no, 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 no! Oh my god. That was incredibly close. Oh my god, that actually stressed me out. I'm actually like stressed out now. I thought I was done for there. Oh shit. Now remember, I gotta stay in this corner, and then I can go in the middle there. By the way, for those of you who aren't familiar with Little Nightmares 1, at least, in the slightest, the reason he doesn't see me is because he's blind, so, yeah. I don't want anyone to think I'm, like, cheating or anything. Yeah, I know that's very unlikely someone would be watching this without having any prior knowledge to this game, but, you know, there's always the rare chance, so I don't want to have to explain to one idiot in the comments, like, oh, how is he not seeing you? You're clearly right in front of him. You must be cheating. Okay, so he's gone. I actually don't really remember how to do this part, so I gotta be careful here. I'm pretty sure you can just climb up right away. Yeah. Whoa, you do not see me. Okay, I was gonna say. Glad that worked out for me, because I did not remember how to do that part. Alright, this part's pretty easy, because, you just do what you normally do with like a couple extra steps. Just run here, grab the shoe, try not to get grabbed, and then you throw the shoe. You don't have to wait for the clock to ring, you can just go. And he did not catch up to you, because I'm pretty sure you can't go past that point right there. Right there. And then make it into the library, and start doing climbing the section. I cannot go up. Why can I not go up? There we go. I hope I make it. I'm not gonna make it. Sometimes you have to wait for the piano to come back because it sways that direction first. But then it'll sway back, so you thought I messed up the jump, and I got a little frightened. Alright, now we do some more climbing. And then this next part in the upper half of the library, I don't think it's that hard if I remember correctly what I'm supposed to do, which I think I do. So, what you're gonna want to do is sneak behind him, and then I'm pretty sure you just kind of... I'm stuck. I got stuck. I might be able to make it. I'm gonna make it. I made it. Oh! Oh my god, dude. I can't, dude. Dude, it's stressful, especially because I'm this far already. did a collectible run first because I learned how to, which mistakes not to make. Just go. And then you can just run, he won't hear you here. You have to bring the piano all the way up here, but I do it just in case. Oh, wait. Okay, shit. That's not good. Oh, he's coming. Okay, now we just have to not let him reach us with the long, dangly arm. Okay. That part was very scary. I almost died like 20 times there. But it gets a little more chill here. Relax for a bit. Wait, no, there's actually a part coming up. I remember you could do a strat for to save some time. I don't feel like doing it though because I remember I was very bad at doing it, so I don't want to risk it because it can get you killed. Can you jump? Can you jump? The answer is, oh good, the cart is the wrong guy, so I'm not gonna make you jump. Okay, jump up here, all the way over, go. Okay, so this part right here, there's a part where he reaches his arm out of the little holes in the walls, and you can jump over it as soon as it spawns, but I'm not actually going to do that, because, as I said before, I'm very inconsistent at it. I'm just going to be patient and lose maybe 5 seconds. Which is not that big of a deal, because the fastest I've completed this game is around 50 minutes. This part is actually not as stressful as most people make it out to be. It still is a bit tricky compared to some of the other bits though, so you do have to kind of focus. Once his left arm lets go, that was really close. Once his left arm lets go or starts moving, you can just go for it. It's actually faster to go from that little box right there instead of running up the crates. And just like that, we have completed Chapter 2. And now we got the kitchen, which, in my personal opinion, is probably the hardest chapter to do, but again, it's really not that bad. I know it's definitely the glitchiest chapter, so it allows you to do a lot of cool skips, but I have not practiced them, and they're very advanced, so I'm not going to be doing them. I apologize. So something I noticed is that normally, so in the first version of this game, I'm playing on the enhanced edition of the game, but in the first version you could not grab that first hook, no matter how fast you were. You just couldn't grab it, it wouldn't let you. But in the enhanced edition, I think they fixed that, so you can grab the first hook. Which that's kind of cool, because, saves some time. Not a lot, but saves a decent amount of time. And then more hunger here. I haven't even bothered practicing this because I don't remember where the spots are. One of them's oh, okay, well, I was too late. And now it's time to give ourselves the Black Plague after giving ourselves Salmonella, so that's fun. Dark 6 right there, watching us consume this poor rodent. I forget how good this soundtrack is for, like, all the Little Nightmares games. I'm not sure if this is going to be, like, a crazy opinion or not, but I think my favorite track in the Little Nightmares series is... Oh, fuck, that's annoying. My favorite track in the Little Nightmares series is probably from Very Little Nightmares, the, like, final chase, where the Pretender is climbing on the mountainside with you, and she's, like, chasing you, and you have to work with Six to push the boulder on top of her. That sound is so, or that soundtrack is so godlike and divine. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, there's Twin Chef number 1. I got stuck. Here. I think some other things they did with the Enhanced Edition is that they made it so it's harder to fall off of, like, skinnier surfaces, like this, for example. Because there have been times where I've tried to veer left and right while on those, and I just didn't fall, so I'm pretty sure they fixed that, which is a nice addition, because I know one of the major complaints about the Little Nightmares games is that the depth perception, or whatever it's called, is very annoying sometimes, which I agree can be quite infuriating. Okay. For this part, we don't actually have to hide under the bed once we get the key. We could just run for the elevator. He will see us and start chasing us, but we do make it in time. I love that they just have a picture of their fucking toilet on the wall. Oh shit. I might not make it. Oh, I might not make it. Oh wait, no, he didn't see me, so I will make it. Okay, I didn't know he was not gonna spot us, so that works out pretty great, honestly. He's gonna be back in here. Snuck past him. And now we can move on to the meat grinder section. Damn it. That happens sometimes, it doesn't fall off when you push, or when you pull it. I'm surprised that didn't just fall right on my head and smush me. Maybe it did though, and 6 it just didn't get smushed, and she's very durable. I mean, she has gone through a lot in the series. She's pretty much in, like, every game except the 3rd one. I forget what's after. Oh, we're in the freezer. Okay. This part's actually pretty easy, and there's a way you can save a lot of time on it. So I'll show you how. Oh, sorry, I don't know what I was doing. So if you go up to this elevator here, you will trigger it to come down in the second twin chef here. And instead of going in here, you can actually just hide behind these boxes, and then once he gets into his little animation where he shakes the box and a piece of cheese magically comes out, you can actually just run around him. Don't run too close to him though, because he will automatically grab you. Which I think I went the hard way, I don't remember. Yeah, that saves quite a bit of time, and then you just hide in here. Also, for those of you who are struggling to get the elusive achievement in this game, where you have to like barely have a monster miss grabbing you, what you can do is you can run out and have him spot you, and then quickly climb into the vent, and then he'll start chasing you, and he'll try and reach in the vent, and it'll count as him almost grabbing you. You have to do it 6 times though, so you can just kind of farm it, because he'll do it twice and then he'll go away, and then you just got to get his attention again. He'll do it 2 more times and then repeat once more, and you should have the achievement. What are you doing? Is that even edible right there? Slide the money circle. Get on up here, grab the key, and make our way downstairs. Instead of hiding, you can... Oh, just in the nick of time. But yeah, you don't actually have to hide there, you can just go for the garbage chute immediately. I don't know why I was looking away from my computer while I was talking about that, or while I was doing that, so I apologize for not explaining it. Bless you. There are the 2 brothers. Jump out. Here. Actually, just run for this room and quickly get under this table. What are you saying? And they give up very easily, so... Here, get under. Why are you not crouching? Oh, where'd you go? Where's the other guy? He's back there. Nice. Alright, we did that part. And now this next chase scene coming up can be pretty tricky, because the final part we have to grab the hooks, and be quite annoying. And people die there a lot before, so yeah, but I'm not up there. I'm right here. There you go. You're not even pulling that. Goodbye, I guess. Alright. I don't think it really matters where you let go at this part, as long as, you know, you don't do it too late. But I like to do it right in between these, like, 2 columns of whatever they are, containers. Okay, now just run, climb to the desk, and then this part's really stressful. Nice. And that was a waste of perfectly good alcohol. Why'd you have to go and do that? I will see you suckers later, or no, I'll only see one of you later in this next chapter, but still. I almost just fell off there. That would have been very tragic. Alright, chapter 4. Probably my favorite chapter in this game, to be honest. I really like it. Whoa. Yeah, this first part of chapter 4 is not that hard. It's just kind of like a cinematic part, so you don't really have to do much. We still have a little bit more climbing and walking across things to do, but then we can get back into the action after that. They're gonna have to fall off on this part because it has happened to me many times. I think the enhanced edition fixed it though because it's kind of hard for me to fall right now. I feel like I was going quite straight there. So we're climbing here. There's the lady up there. She's the final boss. We'll be chasing her next chapter. Here, I almost mistimed that. Oh my god, I just had a heart attack, dude. That was the scariest shit ever. That pie looks mad good, dude. Like, I'm not really a fan of most types of pie, but, like, that one just looks mad good. I don't know why, but, like, video games, TV shows just have a way of making food being, like, way more delicious than it actually is. If you ever watched The Land Before Time, any of the Land Before Time movies as a kid, or just watching them, they make grass and fucking leaves look like the most delicious thing ever. No, you know, it's not for humans. But, like, every time there's a scene in one of those movies where they're eating, like, fucking leaves. I'm so sorry, I literally just, like, I thought I lost her and I fucking freaked out. I don't know, I'm not even stressed out. I don't know why I'm making so many mistakes. Okay, this part's really tricky. It's like the only this is like the only tricky part left. Careful. Oh my god, that was very close. Okay. The next few minutes should be a cakewalk, but you know, I'm not gonna get like cocky or anything. I forgot what I was saying before about The Land Before Time, so I apologize for not finishing that. I just got really frightened that I won. Whoa, I thought I was flying off there. That was so scary. This part's not too bad, just wait for him to fucking fall out of the seat and then we turn back. I got fucked. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I almost had a stamina. Wait, I just regained it back. What? I didn't know that. I didn't know if you just went through there, you regained your stamina. That's weird. I got stuck. We do have to hide here because we have to trigger him to open and slam the door so that thing can fall down so we can break the mirror. careful at this part because it is easy to fall. I suggest just falling down right here instead of going all the way across, because it's less risky that way, and it's just quicker overall, so there's no reason to cross the whole thing. And then for this part, once you walk out of the elevator, you want to walk, you don't want to run, because you want to save as much stamina as you can for this next part, because you will run out, most likely. But once you see that door open, you just run for it. I don't know why, this specific part of the game reminds me so much of Spirited Away, and I used to watch Spirited Away as a kid. Sometimes, I didn't watch it all the time, but my mom would play it for me, and I'd watch it, and I thought it was really interesting. It didn't necessarily scare me that much, but there were a couple parts where I felt a little uneasy, but I still love the movie, and I remember just, every time I watched the end, I just had that one feeling of a child, but I was just like, wow, such a good movie, but I wasn't able to quite understand as good as it was, because, you know, I was young. Oh man, I really want to watch Spirited Away once again though, because A, it's nostalgic for me, and 2, I just remember, like, it's really good. Like, I remember I watched it a bit when I was older, maybe like 2 years or 3 years ago, and I remember thinking to myself, yeah, like, this movie is amazing, it's great. It's not just personal nostalgia bias that makes me think the movie's good, it's just genuinely a good movie. I don't remember too much about it though. I might watch Spirited Away after this video, I'm not gonna lie. We gotta kill this gnome. Die. Take care of him. Or her. Or no, it is a him, because it's the runaway kid from the DLC. Forgot about that. Alright, and now we're at the last chapter, chapter 5. Part isn't too bad, there's just like maybe one part I'm like lightly worried about, but I doubt I'm gonna die to it. I don't know why I'm jumping. Jumping reduces stamina faster, so that's why I don't really spam jump. Not that I need stamina for this part coming up, but I just like to have it, I don't know. Once your controller starts rumbling, that's when you have to start crouching. Or you can just play it safe and do whatever, because I think I still have quite a bit of time left. And then once you reach the carpet here, I think you're free to start running. Key. I don't know why, but for some reason you run a lot slower with this key than the other keys, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, maybe it just feels slower because it's like the end of the game, and I just want it to be over. I'm not sure if the mic picks up my whistling or not. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina when I run with the case, I didn't know that. Okay, here, let me just walk it off real quick. Later. And then we can start running. This is the part I was a little worried about, but I think I got it. Cool. Now we just gotta do this last little fight, and then I think we win. And it's pretty easy to, or it's not hard to mess up here, so, or no, it is hard to mess up here, so I should be able to get the achievement. Sorry, my brain could not understand the correct words to put together to form what I wanted to say. Grab this. And around. There's the lady. I think the first light's over here. Yep. Where are you, woman? Oh shit. I said before it's hard to mess up, but I'm just trying to be silent just in case. I'm just trying to focus as much as I can, because I know that somehow I will find a way to mess it up. Alright, this is the last little circle here. We just gotta flash her 3 more times, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flash 1. And pick it up quickly, because she's coming again. Second time. And then the third time, she always comes from back there, so just point it that way. Nice. Well, we can no longer die, so that means I just have to make it to the end, and then we should get the achievement, because I think I did that pretty fast. I think this might be like the fastest I've ever beaten this game, I'm not gonna lie. Which is kind of weird, because I have not speedrun this game in like maybe a year. I am sorry with the one. I mean, I guess not. Look at me. Now I have that dark, sinister aura. Where'd my mask go? It disappeared. Oh, excuse me, I am so sorry about that. That chicken patty really did a number on me. Walk to the end of this hallway and up the stairs, and it's the end. And I don't, as I said before, I don't know if the achievement's gonna appear on screen in the video, or if it's just gonna appear on screen. Nonetheless, I'm pretty sure I did it, so yeah. the achievement. I, again, can't remember if I turned on the settings so you guys can see it, but I just got it, so yeah. And I'm actually gonna go to the main menu to see how much time I did. 42 minutes, yeah, that's like the fastest I've ever beaten this game. That's crazy. 42 minutes, man, that's insane. I think my lowest was like 50. So yeah, I got myself a new personal best, which is pretty cool. And I guess that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for watching. This hopefully proves my legitimacy of doing this challenge. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this channel, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna post like hard challenges I do in video games on here. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye.